here in the front on Night Market. It's going back and forth, both teams poking here early on. It's eUnited that's actually getting poked down more. C9 able to take a bit of an advantage here. They're going to force Sharik out of the fight early on and DMAC unfixed. A great opening here from C9, and Sinatraa is not wasting any time in getting to work.
Yeah, this man's tracking is absolutely sublime, and he is definitely putting out a performance here. The first flip of the point will go to Cloud9. Potentially an early telling sign of what's to come here. And Sinatraa still going for the kill onto Valetages. This is a 1v1 I want to watch. Valetages ends up backing up.
Adding a Tracer player of the caliber of Sinatraa can do for you. Yeah, he's coming in on the back line. Pulse bomb, does it stick? It does! He got it through the defensive matrix. A nice pickoff here from Sinatraa to open this out.
Oh, Sinatraa, man, he's honestly such a good player for this team, and he fits it so well. A decent Tracer player cannot be underestimated, and he just fits so nicely here. Into piece by piece, Sinatraa unleashes the pulse bomb in the back lines, but doesn't get the kill he was looking for, but the kills are going to be traded. Transcendence committed by both these teams, but it's going to be eUnited are the ones on the back foot. They've already lost 3 of their players. The sound barrier from Cloud9 will most likely mean that this is going to be round number 1 going to C9. Secured the point and the high ground for now. Nevix is searching for his next target. Still has the rocket punch available. Will connect it down to Unfix. Gets the seismic slam as well. Rising uppercut will get the D-Mech.
And that's basically a trade there. The Doomfist for the D.Va Mech, but eUnited now getting the better edge on this here. So far as Kruise going to town into the back line. Kruise punching everything in his sight, but not Sinatraa, who's able to shut him down, and now C9 can flow back onto the point.
And Sinatraa is a real problem for this eUnited team. His tracking, his pulse bombs, they've been absolutely on point. But eUnited, they want to continue this fight up. The Transcendence trying to be committed here to save Morte there, but he just gets one shot by the rocket punch. It's not going to save him there. Now we see Nevix utilizing that meteor strike, unleashes it pretty early on, does a decent amount of damage, but still even trades all around the space right now in this control center.
Nevix from the air, punching Kruise right. C9 appears to be biting his tongue, but Sinatraa in the back found Boombox. That's huge. He is now set up a 6v5 opportunity.
This is big. No more Transcendence for this fight as well. It's going to mean Cloud9 have the advantage as they initiate with their own Nevix, with his own rocket punch. The kills flowing in for Cloud9 now. This will most likely be the recap. Indeed, it will, as Valetages will fall. Only 30% needs to be said here. Still disengaged by eUnited. Now we're going to see the soundbar committed. The overtime ticks down. The Graviton Surge only going to be connecting onto the one player here. Not quite finding anything actually with it. The overtime still ticking down here. Sinatraa, Valetages tries to make plays into the back. Soundbar by eUnited only connects onto the 2 players. Overtime finally still going to be ticking down, but it's eUnited losing in the player battle here.
And what we're seeing from C9 is space roasting and toasting, charged up right now, regulating here at the point, both with shields and damage. Malzasa going to lead his way in, diving in even deeper, pushing eUnited back, and eUnited unable to get onto the point.
It's not, you know, it's not every day that we see these solo support compositions, but look at this aggression by Cloud9. That's what you can do when you've got such overwhelming damage output. Gray will eventually get taken down, but not before setting his team up for 2-4 kills running into this. eUnited are just dropping like flies here, and as they clean up the remaining players, this should definitely be their point to cap. They should at least get
is out in the high ground, diving down, not able to get what he's looking for early on, as C9 is able to win on the outskirts, and they will be pushing this payload forward.
That was a case of a fight that was
won. Here early on, is he going to pop it? Yes. Sharik will be using the Primal Rage, forced out early on, as Sinatraa again, Unfixed is his favorite target.
How does he find these pulse ones time and time again? But Unfix sending in the South Stroke, that picks up great. That's pretty big. That will stall things out, as now it is forced out early on. But eUnited are trying to keep themselves alive in this fight. But Cloud9 now, Nevix's turn to strike back. Whips out the Dragon Blade, not finding the targets realistically like he's looking for. And the Soundbar will concatenate on top for Cloud9 as they try and bring this fight further forward. And they're fighting the pick CP. It's all in their favor. Kruise trying to clutch it out with the Dragon Blade of his own, but he's getting absolutely nilch.
A big opportunity here. Sinatraa has what could be a finishing Graviton. There's the sound barrier, but there's the grab. All of eUnited getting to know their neighbor way too closely, as C9 moving it forward right now. Every kill going to them. Sinatra's finishing grab has done its job here so far. Boombox looking to get in, but no.
All of eUnited just hiding right now in the midst of it. Now Neptuno moves in with the EMP, but a perfectly timed sound barrier by Morte means that's going to completely counteract any effect of it. He was hiding absolutely wonderfully around the corner there. Primal Rage by Malzasa will buy them a bit of time, and this could give an opening for Cloud9 to try and recontest, but with that self-destruct round the corner, Unfixed has something to say about it, and he will find those two kills, securing his team the victory in this one.
Unfixed, able to come out with style after getting focused down, but this is where if Sinatraa is able to land a pulse bomb here to buy some breathing room, maybe big, and there it is! Sinatraa answering the call.
Oh my goodness, what a post bomb.
Because if they somehow lose this next fight here, Bren, it might bode ill for the rest of the map. But here they go.
And here we have a Kruise just patiently holding on to his own Dragon Blade as it stands. Swift strikes in. We're going to see ultimates used all over the goddamn place. And Sinatraa space the double kill, however, with his own self-destruct, finding the kills. Now Nevix utilizing that Dragon Blade to full effect, leading it in. The defense, Cloud9 holding strong. A minute 20. This is most likely going to be, again, another one fight for Cloud9. Condition for eUnited here. Kruise still holding on to his Dragon Blade. Value-Target just holding onto the post bomb. Unleashes it. Won't actually connect anything, and no kills falling for either side, but finally they answer back. Boombox is there with the Discord Orbs. Kruise finding the picks where it counts. 4 picks for the team as Space will get demeched in the midst of this fight. Means that this should be the second checkpoint.
And just note there in terms of win conditions, eUnited forcing out the Transcendence from Gray, very important. However, now C9 being a little bit more aggressive here, but with Gray going down, eUnited now with a great opportunity.
This is the momentum they needed. eUnited are rolling it forward. Nobody's taking care of Boombox. He's just discording and plowing people all over the place right now.
The support ults the Blair in here, so this is a winnable fight. And now they go. Boombox opening up Transcendence will be keeping them healthy. Kruise gets healed up immediately. There's the barrier, and here comes the blade.
Wonderful ult usage coming out from them. Unfix collects the first kill. The soundbar by Cloud9 will keep them off their backs for the time being. Kruise's Dragon Blade will get completely denied up, but that does not mean that eUnited cannot claim the kills off the back of it. They've already found 2. They're looking for a third. Nevix trying desperately. He gets boomed back. The car is moving forward. Only 30 seconds remaining. It's in. It's going forward. And
final 2 seconds. eUnited, last hope.
They need to contest it. As you mentioned, the overtime starting to burn down. Everyone from Cloud9 is on the point. They need to focus down these plays. Post bomb by Valu. Will it collect the kill? Yes, it will, but not before being traded out equally. Now we see Gray committing the nano boost. Kruise using his Dragon Blade to see if he can get absolutely anything here, but the players of eUnited, they're all dead. Value-Target, the only man alive, and he's got a hell of a act in front of him to perform. The overtime finally crawls down, and it'll be almost the final point here. Sinatraa into the back.
Sinatraa right now into the back line, looking for Boombox, who's getting supported by Morta here, but no, it's not enough. The backup comes in, the supports are down, and C9 on what could be a victory push.
Absolutely, it is all crumbling now around eUnited. Already about 20%. But Kruise, what is this, man? He's just gone back in. I don't believe what I've just seen. Nevix, he gets a swift strike. It's a 1v1. Value-Target versus Nevix. He's so weak. Nevix wins it. Oh my goodness, man. What is that? Get out of here, Cloud9. Get out.
Executing. Wow. C9 intercepted them before they could get those support ultimates layered, and now they have to fight against an EMP and the sound barrier. eUnited might have lost the window. Here we go.
Sudden's used early on here by the side of eUnited, but they do pick up the kill onto Nevix. Now Gray still holding on to his EMP, does commit it in the end, and he wants to try and take out this fight early and justly right now. You see Kruise with the self-destruct picking up Gray in the midst of it. 2 picks already going away. eUnited lays down the post bomb, but won't find any kills at peace, but still they are definitely coming in for this with an advantage. Almost every ultimate they would use there by eUnited to try and secure this point up.
Barrier is in. eUnited is all in right now in this team fight. They're investing every ultimate. The nano boost is out. It might be on Kruise right now. Kruise is deep diving in, holding on to the Death Blossom here for now. Able to get on the Sinatraa, and so far eUnited is doing pretty well here so far. Now Kruise holding to the back, has Death Blossom mapped already, but Unfixed is down, Shriek is down, and Nevix is wreaking havoc with the Dragon Blade in the back.
Goodness me, that self-destruct coming out there by Cloud9 on the defense has just bought so much space for them. Kruise, he was waiting around the corner. He could have used that opportunity to try and at least go for the kill there onto space before he could essentially get back into his mech. Trying his hardest to try and defend this one out for them. EMP is going to connect onto a few. Will it be enough to try and bring them down? You notice Nevix has made the last-minute switch to Doomfist as well. He brings down Boombox. Valu still holding onto this post bomb. Trying to see if he can find any kills. The overtime just ticking down here. Finally, will they be able to get a tick on the board? They're finding the picks off the back of it. 4 times on the point. It's ticking upwards and upwards and upwards. Do they have the damage done here, ZP, to bring down the remaining players?
C9 has put themselves in a bit of a bind. Now they have to hope to get an early pickoff. Powered by Sinatraa, but not going to happen. Shut down by Unfixed here in overtime. Every kill
on the Doomfist, looking for that initial pick.
This is high-octane stuff here from C9. This fight will either be over quickly in their favor or over quickly against them. Either way, it ends fast, and it's gonna end very well for C9. Both supports deleted into the back, and it's all but over here already.
Yeah, losing those 2 plays, or 3 plays I should say, is gonna be crucial now as we see Cloud9. It is just clean-up duty for them. They find the follow-up players, they find the rest of these kills, and it will be the cap going their way. Now, important thing to note here is going to be the ultimate situation coming into this. Kruise try and build this one up, and Unfix's defense matrix is just the right tool for the job to try and get rid of that one. And still the rotation's coming around. Kruise ends up falling. This is pretty big for them now as they're moving in. The Sandfire will be committed with Kruise down, no EMP to try and negate that one. The Graviton surge, is it going to connect? It does, only onto Sharek though, finding the kill. The self-destruct by Gray will bring him down.
That was the best person they could have gotten. Kruise was the key to victory here for C9, but Kruise is back out. The EMP comes in. I don't know if C9 has done enough damage here off of the 65 opportunity where they weren't EMP'd, and no, they are thrown out. They have thrown away their best opportunity to take this map. Almost has another EMP up. C9 though, they know time is not on their side. Final minute here as they dive in and work to get in, but it's gonna be met by the Transcendence. eUnited diving back into them, and yet 5-on-5 right now. C9 is actually handling this reasonably well. Nevix in the backline gets his man, and out of nowhere, C9 might have created for themselves a really good chance. Oh no, Valtaya, the damage!
Valtaya, what is that, man? Just to secure it, you think Cloud9 are turning this one around, you think they've got it in the bag, but no.
United. We'll see how it goes. C9 moving in.
Sinatraa, he needs to get a big grab. They get the entry onto Kruise again. No more EMP. That is critical. Sinatraa still holding on to the grab, waiting for it. The nano boost will be committed down to Mozart as they try and bring down the follow-on players. The overtime ticking down. They've already got about 50% and counting. The kills are flowing. Still the grab is held on. Sinatraa is just waiting for the appropriate opportunity. They're finding it. It's 3 picks. Kruise with the EMP into the final moments here. Is it enough, CP?
No, it's not enough here so far. Not in the least. He can't die early like that. He opened the door for C9, and we still have a match here. Both supports are unfixed, saying to C9, you don't get to heal. And with Sinatraa going down, the tail now has gotten even grimmer. eUnited in a great position. They are not only pushing C9 away from the payload right now, but they're getting every entry kill as C9 tries to move in through these tight doorways.
Indeed, they're finding picks here and there. Going to be trading quite evenly as it stands. Now the sandbar going to be used by eUnited, seeing if they can roll it forward. Kruise is still holding on to his own Dragon Blade as well, so this could actually be a successful attack for them if they choose to use the ult, but it looks like they're finding the picks without them. Mozaza is just delaying with his own Primal Rage, and he is the last man standing, the last monkey standing, I should say, and it should be the point being in their favor. Once again, eUnited just pushing it in, waiting for the final players. As much as I'm saying this, finally, there you have it. The second checkpoint goes their way. Poking and prodding. Payload has the pulse bomb in hand. Here's the initiation now. We see them. eUnited looking to take it straight to the fight, right in their faces. eUnited moving in the self-destruct kill onto Gray. They picked up so many kills off the back of its space. Again, last man standing. Tries to stagger out the point. Will get demexed, but he's brought down in a flash here. Cart will continue to move forward here. ZP and eUnited, they've got stuff to work with. They've got the support odds. They've got values, post bomb. They got the lot.
They have a lot to work with here. The one thing that could buy C9 valuable time though is Mozaza. Almost has the Primal Rage up. Nevix blown up here by Valtaya, but Valtaya goes down as well. Now C9, they've built up their ultimates, and they have the tools they need to buy some time there at the Brawl here. Valzaza can unleash the beast, and eUnited might have overplayed their hand. Reliably expect either Transcendence or a barrier here. This is going to be difficult. It will rely on Kruise to really get the better of C9 on this next play.
This is definitely going to be the Kruise show as they initiate in. Dragon Blade pulled out, goes for Gray, misses the first swipe. In fact, it's going to be Nevix who counteracts it. Boombox is fallen. They do get the demech, however, but in the back lines, they're getting absolutely ravaged. I think that was a boostio in the final moments. Neptuno was going mental in the back. 30 seconds remaining. Cloud9
could land a good one over the top. That could give eUnited a bit of life yet.
Sends it out, but he doesn't find any kills. In fact, it is going to be Cloud9 in the back lines. They're taking the fight straight to them. The overtime taken over. Kruise tries to go for the back cap attempt. Almost gets it, but is going to get brought down. The overtime finally going to be falling down, burning down to a crisp. And I believe Boombox, he makes the last minute switch here to Soldier 76 to try and get into the fight, but it's not going to be good enough. And then take a superior team fight.
All right, the stage has been set, but eUnited looking for the early engage. Sound Barrier, meeting Sound Barrier here early on. Both teams enjoying the beats, but now the protection is gone, and the real fight has begun. Unfixed with the visor, not getting too much here early on. Under pressure, eUnited poked down as C9. They are looking like they will take this fight and move their way right into third.
The entire fight was so bizarre. Sinatraa was just waiting onto the cart, pushing it in while the team fight was kicking off. And although Mote, he's going to try and get that last minute stall in, this will be the checkpoint here to go for this. He has a pulse bomb in hand, ZP. Will he find the opening?
He's looking for it, gets Voltaya, no bomb required. The Discord orb came from downtown. That enabled that pickoff early on, and suddenly C9, off of Sinatraa, who could be described as brave or crazy, is now finding their opportunity here. But Kruise, late in the back, gets contained by 4 members of C9. I guess that's what it took.
He bought a lot of time though, and now that is going to be buying time for the Self-Destruct to be coming out and committed. Unfixed picks up 2 brilliant kills, exactly what eUnited needed to try and defend this one out. Space has no choice but to back off, but he's desuited, he's demech, he's still out of the mech, but still Cloud9 are really just nailing this one home, attempting to. Nevix gets brought down, it was a cutesy little play with the Shuriken, but eUnited still holding on. Now, Sinatraa, he's got to go for something big here.
Sinatraa right now looking for it and finds it. There was no safety there for Boombox. C9 coming in for pressure here once more, but you need to contain Kruise. The last 4 to 5 fights, it's always been Kruise getting the first kill.
My goodness.
This time though, it's Voltaya pulling his weight. 5 on 5 right now. C9, the final opportunity. They're moving into the payload.
Mozaza falling there initially is absolutely brilliant for them still. Overtime now coming down. Kruise whips out the Dragon Blade. He's going ham. He picks up 2 kills for his team. They're all dead. The overtime finally going to be crawling down to a crisp. Sinatraa, again, the last man standing. Mozaza tries to just stagger it out as long as he possibly can. But realistically, that'll be it. That'll be all she wrote. With that, it'll be eUnited claiming a map.
United evening things out there towards the end, but because Volskaya was a draw, C9 will, of course, be taking the series. I gotta say though, Bren,